water. Shalom, Israel. This is Sabbath Service, December the 30th. We're going to be starting in 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 8 through 14. I'm going to read first in the Hebrew, then in the English. 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 8 through 14.
Hey, Shalom. And also too, like if you want to download the Blue Letter Bible app in your phone, or you can go online and pull it up. This is what we reading out. Like this is what you can actually follow along in the Hebrew. You know, we'll get you better reading the Hebrew and understanding it when you see it. And it's called the Blue Letter Bible app. So we're in 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 8. Amalak, Arum, Ayah, Nalakam, Yasha'ala. Or you were Aitazah, all, Ibadua, Lamar, all, Makawam, Palunya, Alamanya, Akanapia, verse 9, or you Shalak, Ayash, Alahayim, Al, Malak, Yasha'ala, Lamar, Hashamar, Ma'ibar, Hamakwam, Hazah, Kaya, Shum, Aram, Nakathium, verse 10. Or Yashalak, Malak, Yasha'ala, Al, Hamakwam, Ashar, Amar, Lawa, Ayash, Alahayim, Ha'alahayim, Hayira, on the Shamar, Shum, La'ah, Akah, La'ah, Shakim, verse 11. Uyasa'ar, La, Malak, Aram, Al, Hadbar, Hazah, Wayakora'ah, Al, Ibadua, Wayamar, Aliyaham, Halawa'ah, Dagayadwa, Laya, Mashalanwa, Al, Malak, Yasha'ala, verse 12. Wayamar, Akkad, Ma'ibadiwa, Lawa'ah, Adanya, Amalak, Kaya, Aliyashai, Hanabia, Ashar, Yasha'ala, Yagad, Yagayad, Lamalak, Yasha'ala, Hadbarium, Ashar, Yadbar, Bakadar, Shakabka, verse 13.
Stop at verse 14, sir.
Wayamar, Bakawab, Wara'awa, Ayaka, Hawa'ah, Wa Ashalak, Wa Akwakawa, Wayagad, Lawa, La'amar, Hana, Wadathan, verse 14. Wayashalak, Shema, Sabasayam, Urakah, Wakayal, Kabad, Wayaba'awa, Layala, Wayakwakwa, Al, Ha'ayah. That's it.
Now we're going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 8 through 14 in the English. Verse 8. Then the king of Syria warred against Israel, and took counsel with his servants, saying, in such and such a place shall be my camp. Verse 9. And the man of the Most High sent unto the king of Israel, saying, beware that thou pass not such a place, for thither the Syrians are come down. Slot. For thither the Syrians are come down. Verse 10. And the king of Israel sent to the place which the man of the Most High told him, and warned him of, and saved himself there, not once nor twice. Verse 11. Therefore, the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing. And he called his servants and said unto them, will ye not show me which of us is for the king of Israel? Verse 12.
Hey, so like, if I could, just to catch everybody up too, the king of Syria, he had leprosy, prior to this, you understand? So he sent word, he took an Israelite servant. They was like, listen, this is godly men, in Israel, right? Tell you what to do with this leprosy. I'm just paraphrasing at this point, just to bring everybody up to the story.
If I could, Slot, you done?
No. So pretty much what happened was like, Elijah, was Elijah, right?
Elisha,
told him what he had to do to get rid of that leprosy and whatnot, you feel me? But then they wanted to like make, sacrifices to foreign gods, like we ain't doing none of that. You see what I'm saying? So like now the king is offended, and this is why he wants to come up against the king of Israel at this point. You know? So that's what we had to start.
Who is the king at this time? Saul?
No, this ain't Saul. I'm not sure the king is. I'm not sure the king of Israel right now. No, we not there. We passed that right now.
Is it? It's Salaki. Is it Naaman?
Nah, is it Naaman?
Nah. Naaman.
Naaman.
Oh, Naaman. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Salaki. Yeah.
No, sir. Go ahead, you
Verse 11. Therefore, the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing, and he called his servants and said unto them, will ye not show me which of us is for the king of Israel?
Like, and he's saying it because he set up a trap. He's going to trap the king of Israel, you see what I'm saying? But one of them said, like, listen, don't come back here. They just sent men down here. They going to get y'all, you see what I'm saying? So when he didn't come, he already knew somebody in his party is the one who told the king of Israel.
So he was basically foxing the whole time.
No, but now he's telling he's saying whoever in my camp is with Israel, right. Show yourself now, you feel me?
Yeah.
Because one of y'all had to say something because they ain't even come down.
Right.
So it's a lot. You're saying that, therefore, the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing. Sure. Meaning the king of Syria knew that someone in his camp betrayed him.
Right.
Because
he had already set it up to get the king of Israel when they passed through.
Right.
I mean, like they only the ones that knew that. But they sent word back to the king of Israel. That's why he didn't come through there.
Like the only way he could have known is if somebody
in his camp told him.
So right now we're at the king of Syria, and he knows that somebody has warned Israel about what he's trying to do to Israel. All right. So verse 12. And one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet that is in Israel, telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. Verse 13. And he said, go and spy where he is, that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, behold, he is in the north, Dothan. Verse 14. Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night and encompassed the city about.
Question. So the chariots he's speaking about here is like the Egyptian chariots.
No, just like the horses. They bring their horses.
When the ones they used to stand on
Yeah, like
Like
he
like
pretty much sent the camp. He pretty much sent the host. When we say a host, he sent a
Group of people.
group of soldiers that circle that city up. You see what
No,
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying the word chariots is.
That's all I mean. Like chariots, like the horses chariot.
That's what I'm talking about. That's like
Yeah, kind of.
the Egyptian church. It's a lot.
No, just vehicles.
No,
Not
I'm saying the one that you
necessarily.
stand on and ride on. Right?
Come.
Yeah, that was probably the ones that they used back then. Like, yeah,
Yeah. The ones they found in the Red Sea.
yeah.
It's a lot.
Now we're going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 15 to 21 in the Hebrew.
2 Kings chapter 6, verse 15. Or you should come, Masharai, Ayash, Alahayam, Lakawam, or you Taza'a, or Hana, Kayal, Sabab, Ha'ayar, what's a was, or a cab, or Yamar, Nairo, Alua. Adunya, Ayaka, Naisha, verse 16. Wayamar, the Ra'ah, Kaya, Rabayam, Ashar, Athanwa, Ma'ashar, Awatham, verse 17. Wayatapalal, Ali Yashai, Wayamar, Yahweh, Pakwak, Na'a, Ayanua, Wayara'a, Wayapakwak, Yahweh, Ya'anya, Hana'ar, Wayara'a, Wahana, Ahar, Mala'a, Sabasiyam, Barakab, Ash, Sabiyaba, Aliyashai, verse 18. Wayaradwa, Alua, Wayatapalal, Aliyashai, Al, Yahweh, Waya Amal, it's like Waya Amal, Amar, Ada, Na'a, Agawaya, Hagawaya, Azar, the son of Warrior, we have come, the son of Warrior, Kadabar, Aliyashai, verse 19, Wayamar, Alaham, Aliyashai, La'a, Za, it's like Zaha, Alarak, Wala'a, Zaha, Ha'ayar, Akawa, Akarya, Wa'ala, Wa'awol Yaka. It's like Afkam, Al, Ha'ayash, Ashar, the Bakwash one, Wayalak, Awathum, Shamar went out, verse 20, Wayahaya, the Ba'am, Shamar one, Wayamar, Aliyashah, Yahweh, Bakwak, Ya'ayan, it's like Ya'anya, Allah, Wayara'awa, Wayabakwak, Yahweh, Ya'anyaham, Wayara'awa, Wahana, what's a Wakah, Shamar 1, verse 21, Wayamar, Malak, Yasha'ala, Aliyashah, Kara Akbar, Awathum, Ha'aka, Abiyah. That's it.
It's crazy when you start to pick up a little slack. You start to pick up a little bit on the Hebrew. When you reading it, like that's like being in a restaurant with the Mexicans. You start it's a lot.
Now we're going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 15 through 21 in English. Verse 15. And when the servants of the man of the Most High was risen early and gone forth, behold, and hosts encompassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servants said unto him, Alas, alas, my master, how shall we do? Verse 16. And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than that. For they that be with us are more than they that be with them.
And so, like, and if I could, this is very important too. Like, when we read and stuff like that's very important because, like, the Lord is not interested in numbers. Like, you see a lot of these fake camps out there. They claim to fame is that they got more members and things of that nature. The Lord never numbers his army, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? But when he's saying that is that's what us is more than them, we're going to find out what he mean by when he say that. You feel me? This goes for all of us as well.
Good. Verse 17. And Elijah prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened his eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elijah. Verse 18. And when they came down to him,
so what is that saying? Like, the Lord had to open his servant's eyes. Right. You understand? Like, remember they didn't camp the whole camp of Israel, man. Right. They looking for Elisha. Right. You understand? Servant, like, man, what we gonna do? It's like, you see all these people out here? Right. He said, man, we got more than them. Right. Like, man, what you talking about? He prayed to the Lord to open his servant's eyes. He opened his servant's eyes, and what he seen was chariots and so, and he seen angels. So basically, Salaki, I remember, if I could, General Shalimar spoke about this before. He was like, he basically saw another dimension. Like not enough, like he was able to see what we can't see right now. Yeah, that's why I remember General Shalimar right now. So, like, if you like, we only see each other in here, right? And that's what he said. But it's angels all amongst us right now. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot. Like, it's a reason when we go to camp, like we come home from camp. Like, it's a chance we may not come home from camp. Like, anything can happen out there outside. But the thing is, like, we not protected just because we just some strong, mighty brothers and ain't nobody gonna beat us in a fight. That's not what it is. It's because the Lord has set his angels around us. And that's what's protecting us out there. You see what I'm saying? It's like, if I could one time, he said, General Shalimar said, if you could see what they saw, you'd be terrified. Yeah. Like, you'd be terrified if you could see what's really sitting with us right now. Like, yeah, you'd be on the psych ward to it. It's a lot.
Verse 18. And when they came down to him, Elijah prayed unto the Most High and said, Smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smite them with blindness according to the words of Elisha. Verse 19. And Elisha said unto them, This is not the way, neither is this the city. Follow me, and I will bring you to the man whom ye seek. But he led them to Samaria. Verse 20. And it came to pass, when they were come into Samaria, that Elisha said, Lord, open the eyes of these men, that they may see. And the Most High opened their eyes, and they saw. And behold, they were in the midst of Samaria. Verse 21. And the king of Israel said unto Elijah, when he saw them, My father, shall I smite them? Shall I smite them?
That's heavy shit. It's a lot. That's heavy.
Now we're going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 22 through 28 in the Hebrew.
2 Kings chapter 6, verse 22. Wayamar la'a, Pekah, Ha'ashar, Shabiyah, Bakaraka, Babakwashaka, Atha, Bakar, Shayam, Lakam, Omiyam, the Punyaha, Waya Akalwa, your shakwa, where your lakwa. Oh, I done your house, verse 23. Where your kara, laham, kara, then a wala, where your akalwa, where your shakwa, where your shalak, where your shalka, where your lakwa. Oh, I done your house. Wala your sapwa, I wad, the wadia, I run. Level Arakaza, Yasha'ala, verse 24. Or Yahaya, Akkad, Akaria, Kan, or Yakwabtiza, Bun, Hadad, Malak, Arum, Kal, Makan Hawa, or Ya'al, or Yatazar, Al, Shamar Wan, verse 25. Or Yahaya, Ra'ai, the wall, the Shamarwan, Wakana, Tazarayim, Aliyaha, Hayawa, Ra'ash, Kamawar, the Shamanyam, the Sap, Rabai, Aquab, Kariyah, Yawanyam, Makamasha, Asap, verse 26. Or Yahaya, Malak, Allah, Ibar, Akima, Asha, Aikwa, Alua, Lamar, Habashayai, Idunya, Amalak, verse 27. Or Yamar, Yamasha, Aika, Yahweh, Ma'ayan, Abashayaika, Aman, Hagaran, Awa, Man, Ayakwa, verse 28. Wayamar, Aha, Amalak, Maha, God, Udamar, Ha'asha, Haza'ah, Amara, Alia, Danya, Bunka, Bunka, when a akalanwa, Hayawam, Bunya, na Akal, Makar. That's it.
Now we're going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 22 through 28 in the English. Verse 22. And he answered, Thou shalt not smite them. Wouldest thou smite those whom thou hast taken captive with thine sword and with thine bow? Set bread and water before them, that they may eat and drink and go to their master. Verse 23. And he prepared a great provision for them. And when they had eaten and drunk, he sent them away, and they went to their master. So the bands of Syria came no more into the land of Israel. Verse 20. I'm coming.
With 22. So that's like them showing mercy on them. Like you got somebody in handcuffs, you're not gonna kill them.
Yeah, it's like you show mercy on the brothers, you know?
Salaki.
I'm coming. Verse 23. And he put Salaki. Verse 24. And it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria. Verse 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of the calf of doves dug for 5 pieces of silver. Verse 26. And as the king of Israel,
What does that mean?
Verse 26. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. Verse 27. And he said, If the Most High do not help thee, Salaki. That's the Most High, right? Or just Lord? Okay, come on. And verse 27, and he said, If the Most High do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the wine press? Verse 28, and the king said unto her, What alive thee? What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thine son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow.
Right. They talking about eating kids.
So this
is real.
So this, if I could, is this part of the curse in Deuteronomy? When they say you shall eat your flesh?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But that curse in Deuteronomy is applying today as well. Like, pretty much, you can apply that with abortion too.
God.
We're killing our kids with abortion and setting them through that fire. You feel me? So
Precept. They say the even the sea monsters suck with their gum.
yeah.
And real quick, 4 score, that's 80 pieces of silver, right?
No.
Come on. So I get it.
That's what up.
Aleph means what's bothering you.
Yeah, like what's up? What's wrong with you? Then you have to see like them talking them old. You have to see like old military movie, like what Elvis did. You can think like that's what that is.
All right, now we're going to be reading.
Oh, you can say it's a lot. At the steps. You see Terrell? He working in the building.
So this last scripture that we just read about, she going to the king and she's telling him a situation that she's had that happened to her.
You can see him though.
And this is the beginning part. She's saying, I was talking to another woman and she said, we're going to eat your son today and we're going to eat my son tomorrow. So they making a deal to eat their children so they can eat because they hungry. So, but this is the beginning. She's saying, King, a female came to me and said, listen, we're going to eat your son today, and then tomorrow we're going to eat my son. All right.
It'd be good. The sisters they were start serving some food and whatnot. So we can do it in the right order. Y'all can serve the brothers. Y'all not do it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all want y'all food on there?
I'm too well. What would you?
I'm too well.
What? Make sure y'all get cat and stuff. Take care of them.
Come. We're at 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 29 through 33. And then we're going to go to 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 1 through 2. First in the Hebrew.
2 Kings chapter 6, verse 29. When I was Shaw, Bunya, when I call her, wa Amar, Aliyah, your woman, Ha'akar, Danya, Bunka, Manakar, when I call, when I call none, when I call none, Nah, it's not right. Yeah.
Go on, sir.
Verse 30. Well, Yahaya, Shemai, Amalak, Debaria, Ha'ashah, Wayaparai, Bagadua, Wahawa, Ibar, Hey, sister, y'all ready to serve now?
Yeah.
Hey, Sly, you have to go first.
Come.
Verse 30. Well, Yahaya, Mashai, Hamalak, that's right here, 30 already.
Someone kind.
131, right?
Slot, yeah, I don't know where you are on the Hebrew.
Yeah, I think it's up. Wayamar, Kahar, Yaisha, Laya, Alahayim, Wakar, Yawasap, Yaimad, Ra'ash, Aliyashai, Bun, Shapat, Aliyawam, verse 32. Wa Aliyashai, Yashab, Yahweh, wa Zaquanium, Yashabium, Aqua, wa Yashalak, Yash, Alapanua, Batarum, Yaba'a, Hamala Akal, Alua, Wahawa'a, Mar, Al, Azaquanium, Hara Ayakim, Hara Ayah, Hara Ya'ay, Hara Ayatham, Kaya, Shalak, Bun, Hamaratazak, Hazar, Asayar, Haba'a, Hamalaka, Sagarwa, Adallah, Walakatazaka, Aqua, Madala, Halawa'a, Hawo, Regalia, Adanua, Akariwa, verse 33, Iwadanwa, Madabar, Aimon, Wahana, Hamalaka, Yerad, Aliyawa, Wayamar, Ana, Ta'a, Hara'ai, Ma'a, Yahweh, Maha, Abukayal, Yahweh, Iwad, verse 2 Kings, chapter 7, verse 1. Vayamar, Aliyashah, Shemaiah, Debar, Yahweh, Kaha, Amar, Yahweh, Ka'ait, Makar, Sa'aha, Salah, Veshaquo, Wasa'akyum, Sha'aryum, Veshaquo, Vesha'ar, Samarwan, verse 2. Waya'ayim, Ashoyam, Ashar, Amalak, Nasha'ayim, Al, Aiwa, Ayash, Alahayim, Wayamar, Hana, Yahweh, Aisha, Arabawah, Veshamayam, Hayahaya, Hadabar, Hazar, Wayamar, Hanaka, Ra'ah, Ba'ayanyaka, Omasham, Ba'ah, the Akal.
Verse 2.
That's it.
Now I'm going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 29 through 33, and then 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 1 through 2 in the English. Verse 29. So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, give thine son, that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son. Verse 30. And it came to pass, when the king heard the words of the woman, that he rent his clothes, and he passed by upon the wall, And the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within upon his flesh. Verse 21. Then he said, Yahweh, do so and more also to me, if the head of Elisha, the son of Shaphat, shall stand on him this day. Verse 32. But Elisha sat in his house, and the elders sat with him, and the king sent a man from before him. But the messenger, came to him. He said to the elders, see ye how this son of a murderer have sent to take away my head? Look, when the messenger cometh, shut the door, and hold him fast at the door. Is not the sound of his master's feet behind him? Verse 33. And while he yet talked with them, behold, the messenger came down unto him, and he said, behold, this evil is of the Most High. Which should I wait for the Most High any longer? Verse 7. Then Elijah said, 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 1. Then Elijah said, hear ye the words of the Most High. Thus saith the Most High, tomorrow about this time shall a measure of fine flour be sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel, in the gate of Samaria. Verse 2. Then a Lord, verse 2. Then a Lord on whose hand the king leaned answered the man of the Most High and said, behold, if the Most High would make widows in heaven, might this thing be? And he said, behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. Wow. Sure. Trying to follow along. But I got lost. I know that females was telling them about their sons and how she gave up her son and the other one hid her son the next day. And then in verse 30, said it came to pass when the king heard the words of this story that, he was mad about it. He rent his clothes. And then after that, he said the people seen him walking on the wall with sack clothes, ripped up clothes, right?
Like he was pretty much breathing.
And then in verse 31,
He said, God, do so and more also to me if the head of Elijah son of Shaphat stand on him this day.
meaning,
Like, hold on a second. Then but Elisha sat in his house, and the elders said with him, the king said, they came to him, but the head of Elisha came and said to the elders, you see you have the son of the murderer. Then the messenger comes to the door, and he was I don't know, this cat coming to kind of break this little section down right here.
I don't come.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what's going on. Like, this is all stemming from the sister had, she ate a kid, and the other female, which was supposed to be her, she ate her kid. You see what I'm saying? So this is all stemming from that. Did she break law? Did she break law? Yeah. Damn right. I mean, like, not like.
What was the punishment for this?
I don't know if it's going to mention any punishment, so to speak, but yeah, like if you look at a woman, any woman that got to eat her own child to survive, like that's the conditions that they was living in. You know what I'm saying? But this goes into, of course, the law of the dietary law. You ain't supposed to eat no pig. The same way you ain't supposed to eat no pig, no crab, no lobster, no pork. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. But that's why, like, to even those who say, all you got to do is, pray over your food and you'll be blessed. Technically, they should be pray over a child and eat the child too. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? But everybody agrees, like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't eat the other stuff, either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you said that, right? It made me realize something. I don't know how fruit this is, but in marriage,
Yeah.
when the wife perform oral sex. Is she doing that now?
Is she what?
She's not allowed to do that now.
No. She ain't literally eat. They literally ate. Like, you see what I'm saying?
But yes, I mean that's
Nah,
baby.
nah,
You don't think so?
Nah.
I want to get back. I like to ask that question. That's a serious question. You ever think about that?
No.
Come on, Khan. You also get something. Oh, SWAT.
What is that?
No, you also get something out of it too. Like we gonna fall into hard times. You know what I'm saying? And you supposed to endure. And enduring, you trust in the Most High that He will provide for you. So eating anything that's unclean would be out of the question if you really dedicated to following the laws and you consider that the Most High is your power. Your power gonna provide for you. So you endure. He's gonna provide a way.
Or die. You see what I'm saying?
Come.
And the precept to that is, you know, the sister that's in the that we read about in the Torah, in the Apocrypha, when they tried to force her and her sons to eat pork, and she would not. You know, they did it. You know, the punishment they actually died. Her and her 8 sons, they died because they would not eat pork. You feel me? You know, so like that's that. Yeah, you endure, but sometimes you gotta go. You gotta go.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? But you serve the Lord. That's the most important thing.
Can I add something?
Sure.
Khan, and when you listen to that, right now, it's hard to digest it. But when you think about this, right, other nations sacrifice themselves for their nation, right, and their God, and we need to, because this is your nation. You know what I mean? This, you're going to be reborn back into this nation. You know what I mean? And the future of our nation, this is what the Most High want, for us to be on top. So it causes for sacrifice. You know what I mean? Sacrifice of yourself, of family, sacrifice for the Most High. And this is a very serious thing. Like, and when you think about the other nations, that's why they're on top. You know what I mean? So something you gotta digest and you gotta get comfortable with quick.
The story back to me about the woman and our son. That's literally my favorite story about the entire Bible. Because it shows like them brothers was one way. Brothers had integrity, they the rather God and disrespect them.
And they did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, one by one though.
Yeah.
You gotta watch your brother get his tongue out and knowing you next.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's bold. It's my favorite story in the Bible.
Yeah.
And his first night to be,
I believe so. One of them.
Khan. Now we're going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 3 through 9 in the Hebrew.
2 Kings chapter 7, verse 3. Well, Rabbi, Anashim, Ayawa, Matazara'ayim, Pathak, Asha'ar, Wayamarwa, Ayash, Al, Ra'ayhawa, Maha, Anakanwa, Yeshavim, Maha, I, Matanwa, verse 4. Amaranwa, number 1, Ha'ayar, Hara'ai, Ba'ayar, Umathanwa, Sham, Yeshavanwa, Aha, Umathanwa, Wa'aitha, Akawa, Wanapala, Al, Makana, Aram, Yakayanwa, Yakaya, and Yathanwa, Wamathanwa, verse 5. Wayapawamwa, for the shop, Abawa'a, Al, Makana, Aram, Oya Ba'awa, I, Patazaha, Makana, Aram, Wahana, Ayan, Sham, Ayash, verse 7. It's like verse 6. Wa Adanya, Hashamya, Shamayat, Hashamayat, Hashamayari, what? Ah,
The what?
Makana,
I'm good.
Aram,
I think it's what?
Wawal, Rakab, Wawal, Sawas, Wawal, the Yal, the Wall, or Yamarwa, Ayash, Al, Akiyawas, Kana, Shakar, Aliyanwa, Malak, Sha'ala, Ah, Malakaya, Akafnia, Wa'ah, Malakaya, Tezarayim, Wa'ah, Aliyanwa, verse 7. Wayakowamwa, Wayanawat, 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 Wayan, 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 sorry, Wayanas, Wayan, 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 I can't, my mouth. Wayan, Waswa, when the shot, Waya Aizabwa, Ahalaya, Ahalaya Wa'ah. So what's a hum? So what's a yahum? Wa'ah. Kamaria hum. Hamakana. Ka'ashar. Hayah. Wayanaswa. Al. Abasham. Verse 8. Oyaba'awar. Hamatazaraya. Hamatazara'ayin. Hamatazara'aya. Ayam. Allah. I. Patazah. Patazah. Hamakana. Oyaba'awar. Al. Akal. Akad. Oya Akalwa. Oya Shakwa. Oya Sha'awa. Hasham. Kasak. Wazahar. Wagadia. Oya Lakawa. Oya Tamanwa. Oya Shabwa. Oya Ba'awa. Al. Ahol. Akar. Oya Sha'awa. Hasham. Oya Lakawa. Oya Tamanwa. Verse 9. That's what I stopped at.
Where you at?
Okay, you stop at verse 9.
I'm in verse 9. 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 9. Waya Amarwa, Ayash, Al, Ra'ahawa, La'ad, Khan, Nak, Anakanwa, Ashiyam, Ayawam, Hazar, Yawam, Asharah, Awa'ah, Wa'anakanwa, Makashio, Wakakayanwa, I war, Abakwar, woman says Anwa, I one, Wa I Magawa, when a when a yad, when a yada, the yad, Hamalak, and that's it.
Now we're going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 3 through 9 in the English. 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 3. And there were 4 leprous men at the entering in of the gate. And they said one to another, why sit we here until we die? Verse 4. If we say we will enter into the city, then the famine is in the city, and we shall die there. And if we sit still here, we will die also. Now, therefore, come and let us fall unto the host of Syrians. If they save us alive, we shall live. And if they kill us, we shall but die. Verse 5. But they rose up in the twilight to go unto the camp of the Syrians. And when they were come to the uttermost part of the camp of Syria, behold, there was no man there. Verse 6. For the Most High had made the host of Syria to hear a noise of chariots and a noise of horses, even the noise of a great host. And they said to another, Lo, the king of Israel hath hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of the Egyptians to come upon us. Verse 7. Wherefore they arose and fled in the twilight, and left their tents and their horses and their asses, even the camp as it was, and fled for their life. Verse 8. And when those lepers came to the uppermost part of the camp, they went into one tent and did eat and drank, and carried went silver and gold and remnant, and went and hid it, and came again and entered into another tent, and carried whence also, and carried thence also, and went and hid it. Verse 9. Then they said to one another, We do not well. This day is a day of good tidings, and we hold our peace. If we tarry till the morning light, some mischief will come upon us. Now therefore come, that we may go and tell the king's household. Amadi. Trooper Pakar, gird up thy loins and come. Present thyselves.
He just he in the model right now, but Trooper Bakar, Banya Hawada, Banya Sha'ala. Trooper Bakar,
Banya Hawada, Banya Sha'ala. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Rakatah.
What you just said was Trooper Bakar, son of Judah, son of Israel. So this is customary. It's like,
Shab.
So this is customary in Israel. You know, ancient Israel, pretty much. Like whenever you presented yourself in the temple, you know what I'm saying? You had to present your register. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to tell where you came from. That's why you say son of Judah, son of Israel. You know, some people would say Bun Ephraim, Bun Yasha'ala, meaning like son of, Ephraim, or they would be today's Puerto Ricans, you understand? But you would say your lineage, and then you would come up here. So like a party. Like,
if you notice people's names got the same name, you might see double one Bun Yahweh or double one Bun God.
yeah,
Separate which one is Judah and which one is
yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can. It kept probably it was like the language of it, like it wasn't the previous scripture, you want to ask you a question, you want to get it now, you want to get it after. So there's a question about like pretty much like the way it's worded, like following the story that we're in. Probably want to get some clarity on it for real, pretty much. You want to do it now or you want to do that? Come on.
Now I'm going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 10 through 16 in the Hebrew, Then in the English.
All right, 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 10 in the Hebrew. Wayaba'awa, Wayakora'awa, Al, Sha'ar, Ha'ayar, Wayagayadwa, Laham, La'amar, Wa'anwa, La'a, Sla'al, Wakana, Aram, Wahana, Ayan, Sham, Ayash, Wakawo, Adam, Kiyah, Am, Asawaz, Asawar, Wahakam, Wahakam a war, Asawar, Wa'ahaliel, Ka'ashar, Hama, verse 11, Wayakora'ah, Asha'arim, Wayagiyadwa, Yah, Amalak, Hanyama, verse 12, Wayaquam, Amalak, Layala, Wayamar, Al, Ibadua, Abiyada, La'a, Lakam, Ashar, Aishwa, Lanwa, Aram, Yedaiwa, Kaya, Ra'aibayam, Wanakanwa, Wayataza'awa, Man, Hamakana, Lahakaba, Lahashada, La'amar, Kaya, Yataza'awa, Man, Ha'ayar, Wanapasham, Kayam, Wa'al, Ha'ayar, Naba'a, verse 13, Waya'ain, Akkad, Ma'ibadiwa, Wayamar, Wayakwakwa, Na'a, Kamasha, Man, Hasawasium, Hanasha'arium, Ashar, Nasha'arwa, Maha, Anam, Kakal, Ahamana, Ahaman, Ahamawan, Yasha'ala, Ashar, Nasha'arwa, Maha, Anam, Kakal, Hamawan, Yasha'ala, Ashar, Namawa, Wanashlaka, Wanara'a, verse 14, Wayakwakwa, Shanya, Rakab, Sabasiyam, Wayashalak, Malak, Hamalak, Akaria, Makana, Aram, La'amar, Lakawa, Ra'awa, verse 15, Wayalakwa, Akaryaham, Ai, Hayaradan, Wahana, Ko, Hadaraka, Ala'a, Wagadim, Wakolim, Ashar, Ashalak, Ashaliyakawa, Aram, Bahakapazam, Wayashabwa, Hamala Kayam, Wayagadwa, Lamalak.
Khan, you stop at verse 16.
Verse 16. Wayataza'a, Ha'ain, Wayabazawa, Makana, Aram, Wayahaya, Sa'aha, Salah, Washakwo, Wasa'athim, Sha'arim, Washakwo, Kadbar, Yahweh. That's it.
Khan, now we're going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 10 through 16. Right. Sorry.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 7, verse 10. So they came and called unto the potter of the city, and they told them, saying, we came to the camp of the Syrians, and behold, there was no man there, neither voice of man, but horses tied and asses tied, and the tents as they were. And he called to the porters, and they told it to the king's house within. Verse 12. And the kings arose in the night, and said unto the servants, I will now shew you what the Syrians have done to us. They know that we were hungry, therefore are they gone out of the camp to hide themselves in the field, saying, when they come out of the city, we shall catch them alive and get into the city. Verse 13. And one of his servants answered and said, let some take, I pray thee, 5 of the horses that remain, which are left in the city. Behold, they are as all the multitude of Israel that are left in it. Behold, I say, they are even as all the multitude of the Israelites that are consumed. And let us send and see. Verse 14. They took, therefore, 2 chariot horses, and the king sent after the host of the Syrians, saying, go and see. And they went after them unto Jordan, and lo, all the way was full of garments and vessels, which the Syrians had cast away in their haste. And the messengers returned and told the king. Verse 16. And the people went out and spoiled the tents of the Syrians. So a measure of fine flour was sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel, according to the word of the Lord.
Come. Now we're going to be reading from Tabaka. Come. Amadium. Batat, present thyself.
No, just a matter of
Top man Yahweh, man Yashra.
Batat, ban Yahweh, ban Yashala.
How about Shema Sharak? Up.
Y'all by Shem Yah Shabbat. Yep. Shabbat. Okay. Now we're going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 17 through 20. And then 2 Kings chapter 8, 1 through 3. First in the Hebrew.
2 Kings chapter 7, verse 17. Hamalak. Hapapayad. Ashalayash. Ashar. Nasha'ain. Al. Aidwa. Yadwa. Al. Asha'ar. Wayaramas Hawa. Ha'ain. Asha'ar. Wayama. Ka'ashar. Jabar. Ayash. Alahayim. Shar. Jabar. Waradah. Hamalak. Ali. Verse 18. Shahaya. Kadabar. Ayash. Alahayim. Al. Hamalak. Lamar. Sa'athim. Sha'arim. Washaquo. Wasa'ahawa. Wasa'aha. Wasa'ah. Salah. Washaquo. Yahaya. Ka'ai. Makar. Sha'ar. Shamarwan. Verse 19. Waya'ain. Ashalashi. Ashalayash. Ayash. Alahayim. Wayamar. Wahana. Yahawa. Aisha. Arabawah. Shaman.
Hashem, Hayahawa, Hadabar, Hazah, Wayamar, Hanaka, Ra'ah, Ba'ayanyaka, Amasham, La'ah, the Akal, verse 20. Wayahaya, Lawa, Khan, Wayaramaswa, Aqua, Ha'ain, Basha'ar, Wayamar. 2 Kings, chapter 8, verse 1. Wa'aliyashah, the bar, Al, Ha'ashah, Bashar, Hakayah, Bana, La'amar, Kowamya, Walakaya, Adya, Wabiyaka, Waga warrior, Ashar, the warrior, Kaya, Kora'ah, Yahweh, Lara'ai, Wagum, Ba'ah, Al, Ha'aratazah, Shabai, Shanyam. Verse 2, with the Quam, Ha'ashah, with the Ice, Kadabar, Ayash, Alahayim, with the lock, Haya'ah, with the Yathah, with the guard, Ratazah, for the Shafyim, Shabai, Shanyam, verse 3, for Yahaya, Bakatazah, Shabai, Shanayam, with the Shah, Ha'ashah, Ma'aratazah, for the Shafyim, with the Taza'ah, the Taza'ite, oh, Hamalak, oh, the Yathah, well, oh, Shadah, verse, that's it, right?
Yeah.
2 Kings chapter 8.
Now we're going to be reading 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 17 through 20, and then 2 Kings chapter 8, verse 1 through 3 in the English.
Karonkah. It's the book of 2 Kings, chapter 7, verse 17. And the king appointed the Lord on whose hand he leaned to have the charge of the gate. And the people trod upon him in the gate, and he died, as the man of God had said, who spoke when the king came down to him. Verse 18. And it came to pass as the man of God had spoken to the king, saying, 2 measures of barley for a shekel, and a measure of fine flour for a shekel shall be tomorrow about this time in the gate of Samaria. Verse 19. And the Lord answered the man of God and said, now behold, if the Lord should make windows in heaven, might such a thing be? And he said, behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. Verse 20. And so it fell out unto him, for the people trod upon him in the gate, and he died. Verse 8. Chapter 8, verse 1. Then spake Elisha unto the woman, whose son he had restored to life, saying, arise, and go thou and thine household, and sojourn whatsoever thou canst sojourn. For the Lord hath called a famine, and it shall also come upon the land 7 years. Verse 2. And the woman arose and did after the saying of the man of God. And she went with her household and sojourned in the land of the Philistines 7 years. Verse 3. And it came to pass at the 7 years end that the woman returned out of the land of the Philistines, and she went forth to cry unto the king for her house and for her land.
Amadia.
Put it in your right hand. Extend it. Left hand over the chest. La Yasha'Allah.
La Yasharallah.
Come. Amadium, Wapayim, Hakwadam, which means rise and face the east.
We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and then in the English. The Lord's Prayer. Up and now. Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadah.
Ayah.
Shemka.
Yahweh. Malak.
Taba'ah.
Batazaka.
Ayah.
Aisha.
Ba'aratza.
Kawah.
Ayah.
Bashemayim.
Nathanael.
Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalakina. Kabawakina. Kasalakina. Kabawakina. Wala'ah. Tabi'aina. Wanasaya one. Ball. Awashayna. Mayan. Rad. Kiyah. Lakab. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahatapara. Aman.
And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
This is the power. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Baba Kushah. Nathanael. Hakat. Larpa'ah. Call Maka'Allah. Call Manawah. Hakat. Latahar. Hamatazariah. Hakat. Lahakiyah. Amakia. Hakat. Araka'Allah. Hatama'Allah. Nagabashan. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh, please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh, thank you so big.
This is blessed Israel. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Barakanaw. Yasha'Allah. Wahabiyah. Sapari. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh, bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect. In the name of Yahweh, thank you so big.
This is the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Miyaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Matazabiyah. Alawak Yahan. Ha'alawakiyim. Asaranyim. Akwatazayenyim. Akayayalim. Wa Ha'akwakiyim. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The water. And in the English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh and Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohanan. The general. The captain. The officer. The troops. And the sisters. And the name Yahweh. And the name Yahweh. Thank you so big.
This is Psalms 121. Aisha.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahari. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Izari. Ma'ain. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Wa'aratazah. Ayathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Anah. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yashan. Shawamar. Yasha'Allah. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazolka. Aliyah. Yamyaka. Yawamam. Hashemaz. La'ah.
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Walayala,
Walayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashimar,
Yashimar,
Makorah,
Makorah,
Yashimar,
Yashimar,
Athnapashka,
Athnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashimar,
Yashimar,
Taza'ath,
Taza'ath,
Wabawaka,
Wabawaka,
Mayatham,
Mayatham,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
Abalam,
Abalam,
Aman.
Aman.
And in the English, I will lift up my eyes
I will-
into the hills.
I
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help coming from
which
Yahweh,
made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and
He
earth.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by
nor
day,
the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve
from
thee
all evil.
from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth,
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be.
This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Damalika,
Al-Thakarah,
Al-Thakarah,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Tashakwat,
Kiyahana,
Kiyahana,
Awiyabika,
Awiyabika,
Yahamayawan,
Yahamayawan,
Hamashanayaka,
Washanayaka,
Asha'awa,
Asha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Aimaka,
Al-Aimaka,
Ya'ariyamba,
Ya'ariyamba,
Sawad,
Sawad,
Wayataya'ata,
Wayatayawat,
Well, your eye tells a what?
You said you? Come. Altazap Wanyaka,
Al-Tasawamika,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Lakawa,
Wakawa,
Wanakaki,
Wanakangia,
Magoya,
Magoya,
Wala'a, Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'al,
Sham Yasha'al,
Aiwa,
Aiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Ai Tazawa,
now your eye tells a what?
La,
La,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Maya,
Ya,
Yakarakwa,
Yakarakwa,
Aholia,
Aholia,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Oyashama'a Aliyam,
Waya Yasha'al, Adawam,
Baba Abba,
Baba Abba,
Bahagari,
Bahagari,
the ball,
the ball,
I'm one,
I'm one,
Amalak,
Amalak,
Palasha,
Palasha,
I'm Yashabia,
I'm Yashabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gum
Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nayawa,
Aimam,
Iman,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Zerawai,
Zerawai,
the Banya Lawat,
Labanya Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadi,
Kamadi,
Kasa Yasira'a,
Kasa Asirira,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Banakal, Kuyashwa,
Kawashwa,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ba'ayanda Ara,
Ba'ayanda Ara,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La Adama,
Shayathamba,
Shayathamba,
Yakyawa,
Yakyawa,
Ka'ara,
Ka'ara,
because of Abba,
because of Abba,
because of Bak,
because of Bat,
Wakatazomanai,
Wakatazomanai,
Khan the Sayakamba,
Khan the Sayakamba,
Shah,
Ashar,
Marla,
Amar,
Naira Shah,
Naira Shah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Na'awa,
Nawa,
Alahayim,
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 Shayathamba,
Shayathamba,
Kagala,
Kagala,
Kakwash,
Kwash,
the Panya Rakah,
Lapanya Rakah,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
the Ba'ira Ya'ira,
Taba'ira Ya'ira,
Ukalahaba,
Kalahaba,
Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Hari,
Hari,
Khan,
Khan,
Dabadatma,
Dabadatma,
Masa Irika,
Ira,
Wabu was the Pata,
Wakasapa,
Dabahanam,
Tabalaham,
Mala'a,
Mala'ah,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Walawan,
Walawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Kashwa,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Bashwa,
Wayabahola,
Wayabaham,
Adi
Adi-ai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wakapar,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadaira,
Wayai,
Kaya,
Atha,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Baka,
Baka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Alkal,
Alkal,
Rakza,
Rakza,
Aman.
Aman.
and in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh,
Hold not thy peace,
Hold
not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh,
For lo,
for lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate
and
thee
they that hate thee
and lifted up the
have
head,
lifted up the head.
they have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden
and
ones.
consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off. And let us cut them off
let
us cut
them
them
off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of
That
Israel
the name of
may
Israel
be no more
may
remembered.
be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together,
with one consent.
one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They confederate against
the
thee,
tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarines,
and Hagarines,
the Baal,
the Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines, Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher also is joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at
Kissar,
the brook of Kissar,
which perish at Endor.
which perish at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nose like a rat,
Make their nose like a rat.
and like Zeb. Yea,
Yea,
all the princes of Zabah
all the princes of Zabah
and Azalmunah,
and Salmuna,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahweh
the houses of Yahweh,
in possession.
possession,
O my power,
O my power,
make them like the wheel,
make them like a wind,
as they stumble before the
as
wind,
the stumble before the
as
wind,
the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burns the wood,
and as the flame set up the mountain on fire.
as the flame set the mountain on
So
fire.
persecute them
So persecute
with
them
thine
with
tempest,
thy
and
tempest,
make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thine storm.
with thy storm.
Bear their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with
that
shame,
they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy
O
name.
Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded,
let them be
in
confounded,
trouble forever.
in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame,
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
And these are the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and
and
earth,
all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and
and
curses,
punishment and
as
destruction
punishment and
to
destruction
the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against us,
thy prophets,
thy prophets,
the teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school.
and the school.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and
to the
destruction
heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose the
and
treasures
shake loose the church
of the rich of
of
Israel
the rich of Israel
that refuse to give to the school,
that refuse to give to the school,
force their riches,
force their riches,
to enter to thy
to
sanctuary.
enter into thy
Send
sanctuary,
evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishment and
and
destruction
punishment and
to the
destruction
Edomites,
to the Edomites,
and the nations,
and the nations,
and the drug
and
dealers,
the drug dealers,
the court system,
court system,
the prison system,
prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the government of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
Skinhead,
skinhead,
Kazi Kamatazi,
Kazi Kamatazi,
the gay movement,
gay movement,
the gay movement,
gay movement,
the lesbian
the
movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spy,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marine,
Marine,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet,
open up the internet,
and the
and the
airwaves,
airwaves,
and the cable access channel,
cable access channel,
and the radio
and
channel,
the radio channel,
convict the spirit,
convict the
of
spirit,
any of thine people,
any of thy people
that seek to stop
that
us,
seek to stop
and
us,
bring swift destruction
and bring swift
to
destruction,
all the heathens,
all the
that
heathens
stand in our way,
stand in our way,
or try to stop us,
or try to stop
from
us,
broadcasting your word
from broadcasting your
throughout
word
the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
Let
plagues.
loose all the plagues,
Let loose all the
let
plagues.
loose all the plagues,
Cause them to go to and fro
cause them to go to and
through
fro
the earth,
through the earth,
and consume them.
and consume
Let
them,
the plagues
let the plagues
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the thief
and the murder.
and the murder.
Let Yahweh
Let
shine.
Yahweh,
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel,
come down with the flying saucers
come down with the flying
and
saucer,
punish all the heathens
and punish all the
that
evil
come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thine word.
as we speak thy word,
Cause it to be known
cause it to be known
by all
by all
that it is the angels that have done it.
that is the angels that have done it,
Cause it to be spread
cause it to be spread
through the media
through the media,
throughout the whole
throughout
world.
the whole world,
Cause them to shake at thine coming.
cause them to shake thy
In
coming.
the name of Yahweh
In
Shah.
the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry. Aquathiums, Shashabium, Yeshabium, Swat. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh by Hashem Yahbra, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shabra, Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
y'all.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yah.
How about you, y'all? Shabbat, yeah. How about you, y'all? Shabbat, yeah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yah.
This concludes the Sabbath service.
Men of Israel, we're going to give a one courtesy salute to the teacher. Son, men of Israel, Imani Shabbat, Imani, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yah Shabarakathum.
Yadi Matah, son, sisters of Mariam. Men of Israel, we're going to give a one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imani Shabbat, Imani, Barak, Yahweh
Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat.
Yadi Matah, class dismissed.
Excellent work. Excellent work. So you said, you mean it's like you said, it's like Mexican.
You'll see, like, amazing something. So you see his, you'll see that scripture, but if you say, like, sorry, but you'll see something.